What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. In this video, we're going to touch on 3 bets you must place today. Remember, you got to stay consistent. You got to continue to play the top EV, and you will end up profitable every single month. If you want to know the best way to attack plus EV plays, utilizing propsmadeeasy.com is only $20 a month. There's other tools out here that charge $50+ a month. All you need is Props Made Easy, and it is only $20 a month. All right? Lock in. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get straight into the plays for today, man. Get these in. Over 5.5 hits allowed by Kevin Gausman. Minus 122 on Novig. Minus 153 is the average across the industry. And this is what we mean by plus EV, right? If we're grabbing it at minus 122 on Novig, but the average line, when you average the rest of the sportsbooks in the industry, are around minus 153. Obviously, on Novig, you're getting amazing EV. Most of the time in this situation, you end up seeing that line at minus 122 on Novig right now, end up getting closer to that minus 150 range, maybe in between minus 140, something, whatever, by the end of the day. That's what you call beating closing line value, right? For example, the last video we did, we reverse swept, which is something that'll happen. It is what it is. It sucks. It always sucks when you have those kind of days, but that shit happens, right? But the plus side of every single one of those picks that showed us we played right was the closing line value. We beat the closing line value on every single one of those picks. They all were juiced up by the end of the day. We got the right side of it. All right, we got the good EV. You want to beat closing line value. That's one of the major keys. And when you're playing plus EV, most of the time you're going to beat CLV. And that means by the long term, you will end up being profitable. The problem with most people is they can't deal with losses. The moment they lose, they start looking for a process where they won't. And then eventually they learn the hard way. But losses are going to happen. You got to ride through those. Ride through that wave. Keep it going. And you'll be all right. Next up, we got over 19.5 PRA by Russell Westbrook. You can grab this at minus 105 on DraftKings, where it's minus 122 averaged everywhere else. I fully expect this to end up over minus 120 on DraftKings, or really everywhere. Russell Westbrook looked good in their game 1. It's a good spot for him here in this game as well. Not only is he looking good at minus 105 on DraftKings, but if you look over the season, I believe he's hit this in like 80%. He's gone over this PRA, something crazy like this. If they're, at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook is a pivotal piece of this team, and I expect him over the 19.5 PRA in this one. And grabbing it at minus 105, again, on DraftKings, where it's minus 122 everywhere else, is going to be amazing EV. Last but not least, we got the New York Knicks. You know I like to do 2-player bets and then a game bet. And also, none of them will ever be too juiced. Like, I'm going to stay under minus 130 on every single bet I give y'all. We will never be too juiced. We will always try to stay good profit margins. Over 58.5 first half team total for the New York Knicks. This is minus 102 on DraftKings, where the average is minus 118 throughout the industry. So 2 picks on DraftKings that are fantastic options. If you can't actually play on DraftKings, then get it as close to that number as you possibly can. Always don't get it as close to the average as you can. You want to make sure you get it as close as you can to the actual number on DraftKings, which is minus 102. All right, the closer you get to that average of minus 118, the lower the EV is going to be. All right, so over 58.5 first half team total is an amazing spot for the game bets. And game bets, like I've said multiple times recently, the game bets is where I have been absolutely doing crazy damage lately. They have a game center at Props Made Easy as well. So for just $20 a month, not only do you get the best plus EV player props, but you get the best plays on the game center as well. Money lines, team totals, everything you can imagine. So lock in. Let's get it. Let's have an amazing week, baby. Let's sweep the right way today, man. Let's start the week off right. I hope everybody had an amazing Easter, man. God bless y'all as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.